Hello, my name is Seth Shepard. This is for FTE217. Today I'll be working through key concepts and procedures related to trigger work in AR-15 or AR platform inspection. Part 1 for trigger work. Triggers can be trigger work can enhance performance, but it must be approached with caution and precision. It's appropriate when a firearm exhibits excessive trigger creep, a heavy pull weight, or inconsistent break, especially for competitive shooting and precision applications. However, trigger work should not be performed on carry or duty firearms unless it's done by a qualified professional, as it can compromise safety. Improper trigger work can lead to serious issues. Unintended discharges due to reduced sear engagement, failure to reset or inconsistent trigger break, and loss of safety function if the disconnector or selector is affected. Improper work stems from violating engagement surfaces without proper tools or knowledge, using incompatible aftermarket parts, or failing to test the firearm thoroughly. To avoid these risks, always follow the manufacturer's guidelines, use quality components, and perform a full function check before live fire. When it comes to doing an inspection on an AR, especially with the trigger, I'll usually check the trigger pins to ensure that they're seated properly and not walking out. I'll check the hammer and springs for wear, deformation, and incorrect installation. I'll check the disconnector, confirming the smooth engagement and release. And I'll also check the receiver fit and wear points, looking for signs of stress or misalignment. The inspection helps ensure the fire control group is functioning reliably and safely. I'll also perform a dry fire test with dummy rounds. I have ensured that there was no live ammunition. I have inspected the weapon for safety. It is clear and safe. The only thing I have in here is these dummy rounds in this magazine. So I'll go ahead and do a function check. Alright, to do a dry fire function test, first I'll insert the magazine with the dummy rounds in the magazine row, and I will load a dummy round into the chamber. Alright, it's loaded. The safety is currently on. So when I pull the trigger, it should not fire. It doesn't fire. That's good. Now I'm going to do a drop test to make sure it doesn't disengage the sear and fire, and it didn't. Now, with the safety off, I'm going to hit it against the hard surface again to check the function. Make sure it doesn't fire with the safety off if it's dropped. And now, I'm going to pull the trigger and fire it. Alright, it went. So I'm going to get rid of the old round, load the new one. I'm going to test the reset to make sure everything is engaging, and I'll be able to feel it, and you can also hear it. That means that it has been reset, and I can go ahead and pull the trigger again. And that means it fired. And I pull it out, and the trigger is functioning properly and safely and does not need any repair. Part 4, repair and alteration challenges. In my experience, the easiest part of working on the AR platform is swapping out modular components like triggers, grips, stocks. Even the handguards can be pretty simple with the right tools, and usually all you need is a armorer's wrench and a torque wrench. But Thanks to its standardized design, the most difficult part is diagnosing subtle timing issues or malfunctions in the fire control group, especially when aftermarket parts are involved. These require careful inspection, testing, and sometimes custom fitting. Triggers are pretty easy because a lot of them now, you can go into any store and buy drop-in triggers that are contained in one unit, so you don't have to worry about putting springs in and setting hammers. It's all one unit. You just drop it in and put your pins in the holes, and that's easy. I mean, drop-in triggers have made changing out those parts extremely easy. Thanks for watching. Whether you're performing trigger work or inspecting your AR, precision and safety should always come first. So you got to be committed to responsible service and education and never stop learning.